Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are back in Melbourne, which is why I am all rugged up. We just got back from our Europe trip for 7 weeks, and people always ask us about what gear we are traveling with, and we are going to America in September, so we thought we would show you what we're planning on bringing there and what we just brought with us to Europe. So we'll walk you through what we get on planes, trains and automobiles with.
So just finished our 7-week trip to Europe and planning our 5-week trip later on this year to America. And just thought it would be interesting so you knew what we actually travelled with when we travel. And it's pretty much everything from that suitcase around to the umbrella over the other side. This is what we travel in: planes, trains and Ubers and everything else. If anything, the biggest problem we have tends to be Ubers trying to get our stuff in. Most of the time we have no problems with planes or trains. I'm just going to walk you through everything. So those 2 bags, one was from Beck's clothing, the other one's from my clothing. So that's just our personal stuff. Every now and then I might put one or 2 little things in it because they're normally light. Beck has her computer bag, her whistle bag, which she sticks in her computer bag, and her cup full of red wine everywhere. I have my computer bag with I normally travel with about 25 terabyte of hard drives, which sounds a lot. There's also a couple of hard drives that carry in the other bags, but I'm using lots of there's 2 and 4 terabyte little SSDs. So it's just so I can have a lot of my work with me. And I have another hard drive, which is a backup, which lives not into my closed bag, so it doesn't live with this bag. Coming along, this is one of our carry-ons, so we're allowed 2 carry-ons. This bag here of mine normally comes in at about 18 or 19 kilo. This one comes normally in about 21 kilo. Everything there travels in this bag. So I have my 2 little travel bags, all this stuff's packed into within this. 2 Leicas SL and the SL2, and the SL2S. I've got a 16, 18, 21, a 35, a 50, a 75 and a 90 mil. And I've got a 24 to 90, which is an autofocus and a zoom lens. Carry 5 batteries with me, a couple of adapters, ND filters, that's full of filters for all our gear, just mainly ND filters. There's a couple of little Batis lenses, so we carry a 18 mil and a 24 mil. This is mainly for filming content when we're filming, when Beck's on the gimbal. I carry a Sony A1 with me. That's in case I have problems with my Hasselblad or Leica, or if I want low light, I can use this for low light at night time. Microphones, these are mainly for our doing blogs and things like this. These are the AVXs, so transmitter ones, and then we've got a Zoom receiver that gets sent to, plus spare batteries. We also travel with 2 Zoom F2s that just records in there, so that just sits in our pocket while I'm talking. We hide most of the mics with tape and just hide them in our clothes. So that's all of this bag. Now, this lot is from this bag. So with this, I've got a couple of the Area 51 tether cables. Recommend them. Not sponsored at all. Paid full price for these. They're great. They leave tether tools for dead. We've got a Sony A7S Mark III. This is what we predominantly do a lot of our filming with when we're on the road, as well as our podcasts. A little color checker, the RX100 version 7. Quite often it'll lift on top or beside my camera when I'm filming, so it gets a sort of like a bird's eye view while I'm filming, plus 3 spare batteries. The Hasselblad H6D50, it died on this trip for me, so I had to buy another back for this camera, so I killed one back and then had to spend another $5,000 for a second-hand back. I travel with a 50 mil, an 80, 100 and a 150 mil for the Hasselblad. I could most likely drop my 100 mil if I needed to cut some weight down. There's 2 of the little small rig batteries. They're for running our sound and our cameras, and also good for running as a charger for if we need to charge something when we're not near power points. 3 spare batteries for the Hasselblad. Should be 5 spare batteries. I must have left one in for the Sonys. No, 6. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 6 spare batteries for the Sonys. So they're our carry-on. So everything from here through to that table's what we take on and carry on. And we're always really, really scared if someone wants to try and weigh our bags. One of the good things, if they do kick up, look how many batteries I'm carrying in the bag. So that normally they say, well, you can't put that underneath. So that gets us by. All right, our next bag is pretty much about there, plus the clothing. So all the clothing up on the rack and the black backdrop, which I travel with, because you can just stick it up on any wall. It's mainly for the headshot type area. If I need a white one, you can always rip sheets off hotel beds and things like that. Most Airbnbs use white sheets as well. So in this bag, travel with a computer monitor, plus the cables, a Mega Boom. This bag is full of power and charging, so we've got our stupid Australia stuff here, but then we've got a multi adapter every country in the world. We also have a charging station, which gives us 100-watt systems in USB-C as well as normal USB 3. Bag here, a lot of this is just brackets and that, so things like a base plate bracket, so I can put a matte flash or a camera on there. A lot of this is just little clips and fittings and brackets, and that. It's mainly for rigging up for video work. Every now and then we might use a bit of it in the studio. We have the 360, Insta360, they're called Ace Pros, I couldn't remember what that was. So that's quite often used for filming, as well as the Insta360 X5, which we use as well, plus the spare batteries. We use this all the time on our workshops. It's a translucent powder, so it comes with us everywhere, because as soon as this model gets shiny, this just kills it straight away without changing their makeup. Or if they don't have makeup on, they won't look like they've got makeup on. Tape, this is for marking floors and things like that, as well as covering tape for girls if they need to be covered. Gaff tape. This bag here is just a bag of tools and brackets again, so there's a Lederman, scissors, lots of them, but then lots of little screws, all the type of stuff that I've learnt over time that studios don't have. Just simple things of these little things that have flats on. So many studios only have the ones with rounds, and heads twist really easy. I have a monopod with a shorter, an extension for longer, or you can just run it as short. My Really Right Stuff, 2 ball heads, one for the monopod for this, our little Joby for sticking whatever we need to stick anywhere, a super lightweight little light stand, because most of the studios will have C-stands and things like that, but we quite often need a light stand, which I tend to use the RS and this for if I need it in an Airbnb. This bag's just more cables and triggers for the lighting. Run a little Insta for the iPhone, as well as the new DJI, whatever it is, the Mini, which works really well, mainly for our filming work. A little Zhune LED barn doors. You got all different fittings for it. Just handy at night time when I don't want to use flash, if I just want a little bit of constant to kick off something. Pro Photos. I'm traveling with 2, the D2, which is 1,000 watt, and it's plug into the wall. And then we've got the, I mess up friggin' names, the B1X, which is a 500 watt with a battery. We carry 2 spare batteries for that. That'll get us through a whole day workshop, 1.5 batteries. A little, I think it's A1. So many different friggin' names on things. I just give up. Yeah, it's A1, little Pro Photo A1. I've got a little diffuser pack that goes with it, some little barn doors and grid sets for those, and the little dish that's been reshaped by Qantas. Thank you, Qantas. This little contraption here, because Beck has noodle arms, and most of these bags are normally sitting between 23 to 29 kilos. I found, especially with the train stations, I grabbed the 4, I wrapped them all together with this, and I just pushed the whole 4 along with my laptop bag, which means Beck only has to worry about her laptop bag and the other 2 little bags. So we've had a few comments when we're traveling, people can't believe how much crap, and they can't believe when they see me do this. But we've learned how to cope. I can even go up with escalators of 4 bags all together. I found if I just get on there and put my back behind them, I can get up escalators. Right, 3-foot softbox, 5-foot Octa, a collapsible beauty dish, a translucent umbrella, medium, and a medium deep silver umbrella with the sock on it. And like I said before, we travel with a bit of clothing just mainly for the workshops, and quite often I don't want clothing that sort of stands out and jumps out at you. So quite often when we're doing little test shoots or work with agencies, we sort of dumb down their look by just using some of the stuff we bring from the studio. But that's pretty much what we travel with. I'm thinking, what am I going to cut down on, what I didn't use and what I don't think I'll use. The last trip I did not use the 2 umbrellas. They're not taking up much weight, but I could most likely drop them if we're thinking of cutting a suitcase out. I could most likely drop the monopod and one of the heads, drop 1 lens. If I had to, I could drop one of the Leicas. But that's about all I can drop because everything else gets used a lot.
So as you can see, it's pretty incredible what we travel around the world with. This is why people always stop us and see the amount of luggage and are pretty amazed. But yeah, that's all of that. We hope you enjoyed that. If you are interested in coming to the America workshops, I will have a link down below and I'll put the dates on the screen for you now.